Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hello. Let's get into it. Turn this volume up on my end here. We're back again. Back at it again. Same old shit. Just a different stink. Different fart. You know, fart sounds are coming out of their asses. It's different, but it's the same old smelly fart. And that's Syx. We're here again. Just bear with me here as I set up things. Let me actually do this. This is just gonna stay up like this for right now. Why is my phone being a little bitch? Don't do that to me. Welcome back, though. Welcome back. So what I've been doing is spending a lot of time, off stream, because some of this stuff is, I lose focus and I can't really stream and do the good stuff that I used to do, which is usually like buckle down like a nice show or something and just start going ham on a nice city. And in this case, I tackled a few of the things that I had felt like were going to be giving me a problem. And I'll go over that in a second. Because it was getting there. Definitely getting there yesterday when I was playing. And my phone is being a little fucking freakazoid. I needed to not do that, because that's how I read YouTube chat. And I can respond to people. So I do not have a 2-monitor setup. I have a phone and 8-monitor setup, which arguably is just as good. Alright, that should be good. Although my phone seems to be... Oh, you know what it is? I had it turned off and it's trying to get the 8 billion notifications. There they are. They're coming. They're coming. Let's put that away so I don't experience those. Actually, let me put them on my leg, because they're... For some reason, certain phones like to give you like 8 billion messages the second you come back in. This is for you if you are a bot. Don't forget it. And here we are, back again. Back again in Songs of Syx. I've done a lot of work has been done. Oh, you know what I actually forgot? That's what I needed to do. I was like, something told me I needed to do something else. Special thank you to my neighbors for starting their screaming and yelling early, just as soon as I started. Alright. Here we go. What have I done? What has happened in this city? You can see I have 430 negative odd jobbers, and I've got, I think, 2 new, oh my god, people outside. Hopefully that's not coming through the mic. But I've got 2 new buildings for babies being made here. Trying to keep up. If you can see, the human nurseries need 450 or so. Roughly 446. And the taxes are 530 plus the 300 there. So there's a produced amount that's being stored potentially there. So we could either reduce how many farms are being used, which I'd rather not, or we could increase how many babies we're making here. And truthfully, I want to keep producing more babies because it seems like you need to have a lot. constantly coming and going. You can see I have 488 children in the city. That's not all of them, though. There are more. There are potentially more. There are probably half of them as infants here. As you can see, 48, 50 infants here, 30 there, and they keep going. So that the ones up here are going to have, 120 infants or so. And their max capacity for children is 1,700. That's a lot of children. That's a lot of potential babies. They've got 2 schools over here with space for school teachers and also their nurses. I'm also going to probably do another row of these houses because I want these people to have lots of housing over here to match what's going on. This is kind of like education zone, and so far people are at like a 1%, 1.5% education rate, so that means that these little fuckers are producing more knowledge, which is good for us. You can see we have paper here. So I went down here and I built a paper maker, the first paper maker. He's connected to here, which made sense to me. We've got new services. I have almost all services to 50% except for bathhouse and grand arena. Everything else is as high as I can potentially get them, bar the tavern, which is the hardest service in the game, in my opinion, to actually get going. So we have pretty good services for everything else, and these are what their upgrades are worth, or at least in certain areas the best I can get them upgraded. And you can see each zone. This is one zone. This is another zone, so these are like quadrants, and I'm not perfectly copying them. They're just the housing is. Everything around it's kind of organized. So this is another zone. This is the center of the city, which we need to probably extend out some of the services or add more here, which is why I removed the farms. Everything that was a farm in here has been removed. So this is just the import, so that our imports from the world map are getting delivered straight here. And we have plenty of different access things to, like, put in here. We can put more services going over here. Sorry, I had to check something in the background, but we can put more services going over here. Potentially more of these loading stations. You see I doubled them. So there's potentially 8. I don't know how to do math right now. That's 16, 2,400, I think. Bread going per spot, because it's 8 each. So a total of 4,800 bread. Half of the production that we're making is at least being sent out in these. And the thing is, they're doing it at least twice a day, so that should theoretically get it covered. But if you look, they're covered, but not as good as I'd like. As you can see, this guy here, he still does not have his delivery from the bread zone. Now I'm wondering if that's because of a logistical error coming through here. I think we could potentially solve it, but we would have to adjust this zone. I'm okay with building roads through areas that might not normally have a road, like this. And then what I'll do is I'll actually reduce the size, because truthfully we will find better ways to get wood in more areas of the map. But yeah, let's give them a double lane road here as well. I want to give them plenty of space to move. Here we go. This road here. I've just known for a while now that I need double lanes everywhere, at least triple for most spots. Some people might not like double lanes. I personally don't care. It just, as long as I can get 2 people past each other without them crossing. If they cross over each other on a 2-person spot, they are going to slow down. And that's something we don't want to have. We want to have them continuously moving If they have to move diagonally to pass somebody, that's okay, but as you can see, they kind of seem to follow their path. The only people they're moving past slowly are people sitting outside of businesses like this. So these recruits are just hanging out. They're slowing down our movement. I'm hoping that we can produce enough babies to actually get this going. Alright, let's turn the music a little bit there, because it is pretty low on checking it. But for the most part, I've just added all of the services that I could potentially get. Tons of new knowledge jobs over here, tons of libraries, and they're not like super giant libraries like I always build, which people probably don't like. I just built small, normal sized libraries, and they'll have little haulers in front of them so they can have leather if I ever get leather like that. But for the most part, we're just storing everything we can. As you can see, I have pretty decent storage for most items. Not in the high levels like I like 10,000s or 20,000s, but a decent amount for most things, you know. Full storage for these things. This one I need to start focusing on, but obviously something happened here. I must have deleted a import depot for the ore. We should be making good money from exporting goods. I have all of these guys in the like Diddy capital here, exporting anything that's not necessary from here. Because obviously not everyone watched fully last time what we were doing, which is perfectly okay. But we built the capital room. Speaking of, let's upgrade that. I also think maybe have some wells in here. Some nice wells. This guy's gonna need some new source buildings here, so let's give him a few haulers. Like that. And we might have to remove these torches too, depending on what else he needs in this zone. We also have a court for trying all of our criminals. Let's actually pardon the vast majority of them because I don't need all of them locked up. As long as I'm executing or perpetrating some of these crimes, you know, getting rid of criminals, should be good. Yeah, look at all these criminals. Get out of there. We need you back in the population. We're releasing a bunch of wild freaks into the population. If you're wondering what happened to my millions of dollars, I accidentally hired a mercenary army for about 4 days. And he took everything. They took everything I fucking had. They just robbed me blind. I think we need pottery here. Yep. That shit sucked. Really did. I can't believe that I got just owned by that. It drained me completely. And now I have to build my way back up from nothing. From dirt poverty. But so far so good. I haven't been able to like adjust any regions or do any kind of like global conquest like I normally would. And it's because I'm not interested in going this way. Although, yeah, it's just not worth it. These are lands that have things that I don't really care for. I'm looking for things like grain, fruit. So if we have to, we'll have to go this way. I was getting close enough to buy this guy, and then I lost all my millions of dollars. And I don't want to declare war on anybody. Why is his thing so low? I don't know. Yeah, we've just been keep struggling onwards. You can see our fulfillment is at 13%. We need it to be at 18%, which is insane. I don't know what I could potentially do besides just keep upgrading services, which requires lots and lots of knowledge. So I'm going to try to go for top down. So we'll upgrade most of these guys. So they're at about 60. Matter of fact, let's just go. Yeah, that's the thing I run into. Cut stone. It's very expensive. You need a crap ton of it. As you can see, I can't keep doing things with laborers. I need to just work on getting people to store up lots of goods. Now our maintenance is not covering it though. You know what? This might be controversial, but I was thinking that Thundarians, if there's 34 space, how good are Thundarians? We're not going to buy slaves. We're going to see if we can't get them in the population occupation. They should be really good masons. Their skill is at 120. Why are... Holy shit, our Thimmies are really good masons. Well, actually, occupation. I think I lowered it for the wrong people anyways. We'll just lower that down, and then we'll just set them to do it. Holy crap, they're very good at it. And they have housing over here, so I really don't give a shit if they need to move too far. They're at 109 submission, so we could potentially just buy some more of them. Are you moving that? Oh no, that's just sitting there. That's a big army though. I don't want to fight those guys. How about 79? How's that sound? Oof. I'd rather not use the rations. Can we use anything other than the rations? Yeah, just barter other stuff. There you go. And I don't want to barter that either. Stop putting my metal in there. Okay, that sounds good. Just let it do it for me. I don't want to sit there and do it. I've learned to use the barter tool. Master the barter tool. So those boys should get in here. I might just drop all the way. Yeah. This is a strictly Garthimi based industry. I guess they're like using their physical claws to like slash and clash with the masons stuff here. Oh, I can put tools in there too. I should have done that. So hopefully that will make the difference. And we'll start to see some good returns. Garthimi power activated. Dang, I didn't know the Garthimis were good at masonry. That's crazy. They're master masons. I was looking at our human native-born people and their settings here, and it seems like one of the biggest things that they have when they're born here, I think, is they're tolerant. Because he should be born from here, born and raised in our city. See? And now if I go... I gotta find someone who might be an immigrant. Yeah. Oh, he was born here. Let's see. He doesn't seem to have the tolerant trait. This person has a 0.8 intolerance. Are you a... He was born and raised here. So I don't think it's necessarily that. But I need to find... I want to find if immigrants make a difference Fresh out of the asylum. That's funny. She's got a 0.7 tolerance. She's especially cruel. So there's a lot of different factors that are making these people do different things. And making their expectations higher than normal. I think that the biggest thing I could probably do... Oh yeah, I forgot the massage parlors too. You got these nice big massage parlors here. Just, you know, ready to go. Scott, Tara. Wow, Tara, you're good looking. Ooh, paint. Wow. What a handsome fellow. He is 10 years old. Only in Diddy City would we have 10-year-old people working in the fucking massage parlor. Serving your grace as masseuse. He is in excellent health, weighs an impressive 80 stones and stands 5.6 tall, follows and worships a 30. He thinks that we're weak because we're merciful. I don't understand that. He's not born. Oh, he is native. That's a classic native right there. 10 years old. Let's see how old you are. 13. Holy shit. At least he's legal age. There you go. 44. Get it on. 9 years old. Jesus Christ. Technically, that's an adult in this game. So it's okay, but it's not as good as like that 6-year-old that I had working here. Cracking away. 13. Oh my god, man. I'm calling the police. I need to set like a guard post out front. I also need to make bigger and better taverns. Like this tavern is average, but it's still not keeping up with everything. And I also have restaurants, which still aren't really serving as many people as they should. But it is keeping their services pretty decent, 45%. I think that they go all the way to 100% though, if you can keep them up. We have new asylums, which are on the other side of the city. We go up here. We have 32 rooms for crazy people. So as you can see, we have 16 more. There's 32 people in here getting treated by rations. And then when they're ready, they get back in the population. So it's saving me a lot of potentially lost labor now. And they get back into it and they start working at the, you know, the masseuse. And we're trying to enlist everybody into the army. This is like Sparta. It's like Sparta. We basically are like a portion slave driven here. A large portion of our industry is going to be slave backed, but it's okay. So long as we're happy. That's all that matters. Let's throw some... It's already leveled up. How much? Oh, I need 130 people. Well, as I'm probably never gonna get to use these, let's just do that. And truthfully, I feel like they're useful. I can't sell it. Like, I can't get rid of it because they do make me good money. So this is gonna be... Where's that number? At least 1,300. Oh, okay, I'm looking at it different. And then we'll set this to new numbers than it was before. 2,100. So they produce about 14 hammers a day using decent amount. Oh, they're only at 16. They're not even at full potential. Hmm. They've got this guy ready to go. And I get like, 30 more of you guys. Thank you. And I will give you let's give him like wow, I felt like it was more. I guess it is though. We're only giving him 62 leather armor. And that's gonna produce us a lot of boys. How you doing over here? They might need a bigger, better loading station. Alright, do that. My main goal is to get out of this little deficit of population I've got going on here. Thank you, Alan, for following me. I can't really read the name, it's too small. But I saw Alan. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you followed from the stream, you might have followed from something else. It just tells me when someone does, regardless. It's kind of interesting. Seems like a lot of people really liked my short. The Horseman short. I liked it too. I thought it would be cool. So we've got these babies going. We could potentially put a lot more. I don't want to keep building like a huge cluster of houses up here, or buildings, but I might have to. It's like there's no other reason not to just do this. I need so many babies. And I called this out from the get-go that you're gonna need buildings like fucking Costco in BJ's size to fucking deal with all these freaks. Because you'd think that, like, right, when these babies hit, I'd have like huge boost of populations. But they don't seem to hit as frequently as I'd like them to be. So we've got 69 people, and I need them to be pardoned more than often. They seem to be just getting locked up a lot. This is Diddy's kangaroo court, by the way, so that in case he ever gets locked up again, he can just get his own lawyer and his own judge and his own court, and no one can lock him up. Nobody can lock Diddanus up. He's immune to the law. Oh, this is not set to me. Although, honestly, yeah, just turn that motherfucker off for now. I don't even think we're getting meat quantities high enough to make a difference here. Holy shit. I didn't think it was possible. I hit 4,500. So I got 10 more noble promotions. That's crazy. And I got a bunch more knowledge. And I used that to go get... I need this upgraded hearth fine stone. Oh my god, man. It's so expensive. Jake, it's so expensive, bro. I don't have the money for that shit. I don't got the energy. I don't got the... Then I gotta get 130 people working in the fucking masons here, my dude. That's crazy, brother. I need my babies to hit. They need to start being born faster. Makes me really want to play like Garthamy, who can just have babies like and have them born in like the 4th day. Or fully grown. Let's see, I want to see how long it takes. Should be 16 days. Compare that to humans, 80 days. So 1 year. The Lappies probably takes 75 or 64, yeah. I think Cretonians take the same. 48, it's not too bad. And Amevians take the longest. Wait. How come humans have such a long time then? Look at that. We have as long as a fucking Amevian. And I said that humans were fucking brutal on purpose. That's bullshit, man. Give me 64 days. I'd have such a higher population. And on one-on-one, an Amevian would kill like 2 humans. They would literally slaughter at least 2 humans to every 1 Amevian. That's craziness. My main goal though has been to just upgrade all the main hearths and wells to the center. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. It's just any of the ones I missed. Like that. I do need to upgrade this zone too. Think about that later. That's it for the cut stone. I can potentially just have these guys produce me more. Let's pause for a second. If I was to take, I need money anyways, this and go for that, it would be 501. And I took that out and I went for that. I'm gonna go for that and try to upgrade this little region here because it's closer. This is something I never understand either. You can see they've got like such a flow of stuff. It says they've got like 11. If I up anything or change anything though, it'll like drain so fast. Like I don't want to upgrade this building or change too much because it'll just fuck me up. So I just kind of been like incrementally boosting everything over time here. it's all because I didn't have the right door size. I forgot to change that building. Speaking of which... Not yet, but eventually I think I might have to decide on a proper mason with like a decent walkway space so that they can make the most out of their stones. I think we need to wait until these guys are done upgrading. Oh, it doesn't even matter. They're just 0.2 anyways. That's funny. Alrighty. Shit. We're getting there. 14%. That one requires cut stone. Hunger. It's 100 knowledge. Although we could just get the upgraded advanced library here. I think I could potentially snag that technology right now. It cost me 50 knowledge to get there. See, why is this stage cheaper than the fucking speaker upgrade? It's not gonna be down there. I need to find... I think what I want to do is take the tools. Now that might just fuck up everything too fast. We don't want to take these services because they're necessary. They just won't maintain these for right now. We'll do that, and that should get us enough because we're just going to upgrade all of our labs and then we can keep them up. Over here, we'll have to adjust this janitor to the new style, which is this. And it needs 50 billion different items around it to fucking maintain. Just as the Lord intended, 50 billion on all numbers. Come on, hurry it up. There we go. So we put that there. Now we should have got the knowledge for it. Yep. Now why I did that is so that we can just come back in here. And these are gonna take... Not too bad, huh? Let's upgrade them. I think I could potentially upgrade all of them. Hoping that's gonna be good for me here, and then we're gonna need to have... Is there a good janitor? No, there's not. So we need to have a janitor over there too. We'll let that guy get built first. And I'm praying to God that gives me enough knowledge to get all of the shit that I took away back. So we need to get that back first. Then we're good. Make sure they're not using leather. go, and then we need to put probably a hauler for them to go grab gems. Because these buildings have gems too. Do something like that. So now we've got potential knowledge coming in 503 plus our level 267, so we should have, is that all we're gonna get from that extra? How much did I gain? I feel like I didn't get anything from upgrading that. It should be more than double. Maybe it's just gonna accumulate very slowly here. It's kind of annoying. Now let's make sure all of the wells in the city are upgraded and available. This guy does not have a well. That's better for a hearth, actually. Put the well here. Hearth in here. Now, I don't ever want to hear people say, oh, you need to upgrade things. That's the only thing I'm ever doing. It's the only thing I know how to do in this game. Let's just keep upgrading. And make sure all these are upgraded too. They need more cut stone to do that. But we're getting there. How I'm working with such a labor deficit, I don't know. Sheer energy, sheer potential. Well, at least we got back our psychology. Let's see if we can get any higher, though. And also, I need to check on you. He's almost there. Once he gets there, then I'll have a better supply of stone here, which is now becoming an issue. One of the best things about them is that they're quick, but they're also killing me on the amount they're using. There we go. This zone could use a bathroom. Although I try to avoid putting services that require a lot of workers. Actually, yeah, bathroom is only 2. Nice little laboratory for 'em. Look at how many people are potentially walking through here. See how they're slowing down on each other? What I might have to do is this. Especially through this area here. Just a big road. That way everyone can just walk around each other. No issues. And what I'll do is I'll suspend these jobs. They're not necessary. There we go. So you can level up. We'll get that back. Put that there. Why does it feel like I'm not allowed to have as many as I normally would have? All I got was like a heaviness booster for the region for $45,000. Feels like I'm being ripped off. Right, let's do it. So we get 16. I could just go for that. I definitely need this. Although, that one might be the cheaper option. So does that, it says it changes proximity or adds proximity to your... I wish I knew exactly. It says proximity 0.75 plus 1. The tolls I pay, but well, at least this one's up to 3, so that should produce us enough stone to get these masons going again. This gentleman now can get that. Drop that down as well. It's only going to be 581. That's annoying. We might have to take over someone. Like this. 441 guys, it's no joke though. I kind of like keeping this guy for the sake of... How's our army? I don't want to send out one of these divisions, even though they're not even fully trained anyways, but I do want to get to a point where I can send out groups of guys to go beat up those rebels and then just train on them. And that's probably what I'll have to do. Just beat up rebels. get kills and experience points. Hopefully I can do it pretty soon here. I'm gonna have to start looking at the screen from like this perspective soon. I don't know why I used to be able to look at Syx like closely for a while without like a migraine, but I definitely feel it coming on. I don't think I have anything for one, which sucks. Oh yeah, I didn't even show anybody the admin building. This is the admin building. It's over here. There's room for a lot of workers. There's paper being carried up here, so they just live and work over here, and if I need, I'll build another one. Because I don't know how many I'm going to need for such a large population. But I'm assuming that this admin will cover me for most of my population's growth. I hope I don't need more than that. Nobody seems to understand or know why it's necessary, other than because it says it's necessary and it will kill you if you don't have it. Which is always my favorite. How do we have such low grade? Probably because we've turned off these fuckers here. Like I said, I had to organize everything a little bit better. Included moving grain farms. Let's give them 2 lanes of space on either side. And I think I'm trying to upgrade a region right now. We've got upgrades for our people. Matter of fact, let's make sure that the nobles I'm using, he's good for 251. He's well over. I'll give you the boost now because I know you're gonna need it. Yeah, everyone's pretty good for where they're at. I don't want them to be any higher. Oh. To you, bitter. Don't ever say that shit in my chat again. Tired of seeing it. No more fucking spam links. Fucking Twitch, the fact that Twitch doesn't auto ban people for that or like block them is crazy. They just let it happen. I wonder why. I wonder what they have to gain from that. This town is not. Sliman is not very good. This one's very good, actually. So what we can do is we'll drop that. This is going to start to boost it to there. We drop this and pop that up. We need to get to 1200. You really need how much? Oh, I just don't have enough money. Okay, so let's just get some money real quick. It depends on the size, GGTT. So like, for example, if it's the food stall vendor here, I have an unloading station. I actually have loaders loading bread into unloading or to loaders and then sending it to an unloading station in the center of the food stall. But for things like janitors, I have haulers so that they can specifically store the resources, and I like to keep them kind of like this. If I don't see them full, I feel like there's a supply function issue. At least that's my opinion for my city. Just because having played so much, it feels like you start to struggle and things start to degrade very fast, and then It's like a snowball effect. But it really depends on what the purpose might be. Let's give this guy some of that. Try not to sell things that are too valuable. Thank you, sir. And then we go back to Dingle Peninsula here. And we take away that. These. That's still not enough. It's kind of comedic how that happens sometimes. Okay, that's perfect. So we'll get that. It's not the best region, but it's better than nothing. And then Rome. Rome is that type of region too, where if it needs a growth 2 or 3, if it takes 3 to get to this 1,200, then I'll keep it. But if it takes more than that, I don't want it. Especially now. I do want to take this guy out eventually. Let's see, I want to see something. I don't even have close to $13 million worth of shit. I have $2 million. Trade him everything I own to take him. Would be a bad idea. How are we doing on knowledge? We actually have a spare amount of knowledge. So we could do fine entertainment. Because second floors doesn't seem necessary. Or actually, I take it back. We do fine dining. And we need 8 trillion cut stone. Holy crap. Holy crap. Fucking hell. Humans are a mess. Whatever just happened there to make them so happy, I don't know. Never ever have anything higher than -500 odd jobbers. We're importing too much grain to keep up. That's where a lot of my money's going. Isn't this region producing like a crap ton? Oh, hold on. We need some money. Thank you very kindly. And then we take that, put that up. I think we could probably get away with doing this, because I need a lot of grain. And I'd rather have it being taxed. It's a tougher one to do the transaction for there because it's saying 10,000 a day. The grain farms aren't always accurate to what they're actually producing. Because like a normal grain farm, I think it produced like 11,000 there, 10,000. So they are producing more than they say they do. And they just are loading it into things. This makes it a theoretical. But these guys over here are cracking at it. And we should make sure that farms are a priority job. Probably be the best thing too. I want to see how fast and easily I can get past 3,400 with our pop. This is with no immigration. These are people being born every day. And dying. Yeah, 29 more knowledge. So it is accumulating back up. I feel like it would be better to do this. Just stop people from dying. Save us a lot of death. Because it's probably one of our biggest causes of death. Accidents. And I can't keep up with fixing them at the hospitals all the time. Too many of them. Hey there, Clary Robert. Thought you had one of my emojis on there. What's up? Welcome, welcome. We're working our way to 4,000 humans. In Songs of Syx. It's been a long road. Might take me to like the literal end of the day. Who knows? At this point though, we're just waiting. Get our money back up. I don't want to sell too much stuff to get screwed over again, but I think we're okay to start doing some of that. And one of my favorite ones to sell is some weapons. There we go. Stream is always going good. Always going good. Yeah, there are some Garthamy bug people freaks. They are basically my laborers, working janitors, haulers, doing all the jobs that humans don't really like doing so that their occupation fulfillment kind of stays at a higher level. But the education is actually lowering their overall happiness. So, I have to be careful for that. Speaking of that, I might have to do some upgrades to our shrines soon. $120 knowledge. I'm actually gonna set this down. 15. Think we can catch up. Speaking of which, Dingle, are you almost there? You're getting there. Do that instead. I play all kinds of games. RimWorld, Factorio, a bunch of the like mainstream games, but I also play like lots and lots of like underground games that a lot of people don't really know about. There's Goblin Camp. What is this? Noble Fates. Just got a really cool update which I want to play. There's a lot. Ostriv. It's one of the best. Farthest Frontier I didn't really get through too far because it felt like a lot. I don't know. What kind of games are you interested in? Someone got murdered over here. That's not good. Nobody should be getting back here. There should be no need. That's cool that the emoji actually, the moving GIF stays there. Hopefully none of my kids get stuck back there. I wonder if the kid murdered the person. But I don't think we want murdered people near our children here, so let's try to deal with that. You mean like this? Get off of my lawn. Yeah. I have. If these prospective humans can start popping in there. Now we've got Judge Dredd patrolling. No, I don't want what you're offering if that's what you're asking. I do all my own work. If I have to make an animated GIF or if I have to make emojis or whatever emotes, I do it all myself. I can make custom overlays, I could do a template, I can do all of that stuff. I just choose not to. Yeah, but this is the 1-2 punch when I see a bot, right? You know. I don't think that most people that come in here are bots trying to sell me art. I think they're regular people with AI active abilities, and they're tricking people who are, you know, not as intelligent or aware of AI's abilities, and then banking off of those people. Do I blame people for scamming other people for their own stupidity? Not as often as I should, but I'm not gonna fall for that. Think of it this way: artists ask people for money, they never go after people for money. So they typically will have like a can out in front of them asking for donations, but they won't go into someone else's place and ask them to do work for them. Most, if not all, artists I've ever met won't do that. They don't have that capability. And you know how I know that? I worked with a lot of artists for a long time. They're not good at socializing for the most part. Unless they're an anomaly. And that goes for graphic designers and most other people. We are getting there. 17. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm trying to watch these pop. I don't want to get immigrants anymore. I just want them to sit and keep producing babies. Peninsula, you're almost there. He's getting there too, hopefully. Keep up with the production. I really don't want to add more jobs. Let's get like 50 more Garthemes. Actually, 65. Going crazy here. And then we'll offer them resources for them. We can make these back. Alright. You know what I should be looking at is age. Yeah. So once they hit like 4, all these 4-year-olds, they're gonna start hitting the pop soon. That's what we want to see. Oh no, not it dropped below. Something is killing them. What is the vast majority? Punishment. 7. I don't want to be killing them too often. No one should be exiled. Well, our law is just sitting so low. We gotta figure out what to do there. I think it's mostly the fact that there's not enough dungeon space. I will free you all, however, though. I need those people back. They just can't keep up with how many criminals we have in our city. So many convicts. I want to make sure that it's between getting executed or being locked up. There we go. Nice to have something that boosts your birth rate. Local birth rates. Once we can upgrade this, we will. Then we'll start changing this around. Righty. Take that, and then we need some money. Right, go back over here. It's only gonna give me that. Oh, did they just not give me? I didn't look closely enough at that barter transaction. What did the fuck did they just trade for me? That's pretty annoying. I think they just scammed the shit out of me. I asked for money. Or I wanted money, I should say. So I can set this up to that. This thing doesn't really produce as much meat as it really should, compared to like just one Entledome pasture. Actually, how much was it producing there? Yeah, less. There we go, and then I could think about putting that up to there. What's up, Goon? Thank you, man. How you doing today? I appreciate that. I thought it was a good name, too. You know what we could also instead do is take that, put that there. Take that back. Put you up all the way. Maximize our potential. Yeah, I thought Dingle Peninsula was pretty creative. And it's because it says Peninsula. Oh shit, I almost burped. Oh, I did burp. Peninsula, which is funnier. Watch as I struggle and labor in the fields of Syx. Someone was murdered. Wherever there's a murder, I'm gonna put a guard. Just chuck a guard over there. Do it right there. Oh, you were still working. Oh, it makes sense. You were telling me that you were working earlier as though you were, like, as you were already there. Always working hard, man. Did you get the new... I think you got the new... I think yesterday you were, like, light blue. Smiley face. Now you're dark blue. I think you got the new blue. Your month rolled over. You got the new blue color. But so far so good. My goal is to try to hit at least 4,000 pop. And I've just been going natural, all natural. Oh, you know what I forgot I have? Pretty sure I have... Oh, no, I don't have Fine Entertainment. I didn't get it. Yeah, it's always hard to, like, get back into that, too. You know what? Just shove it all in there. I know I'm like getting back into working is pretty challenging because it's like my brain is been set to like unemployment mode for quite some time, and now it's focusing on, you know, actual tasks. Even after a week, when I was taking like a week or two off because of my job, it was just killing me. To go from like not doing anything one day to like the next I've got to lift like heavy metal equipment or some shit. It's not a fun experience. We're not really gaining population as fast as I'd like. Jerkmeister. Kill this one. Take this one out. They can't be allowed to be fully grown. I think everyone gets like a single day of school. Considering there's only 60 spots and I have 400 some odd kids. Holy crap, we have 53. You know what it is? We are gaining new people. They're just committing crimes at such an like a huge rate. They're so criminal. They keep committing so many crimes. This will boost it by 0.10. If I want to get the most out of it, I think I should try to go for that so we can reduce their criminality here, because they're just committing too many crimes per day. Because of our species. Even though we have a 5.8 on law there, it's still going down. How the heck I don't have prisons? Excuse me, game? Government prisons. That doesn't seem to make sense. Kind of weird. I guess I just am not allowed to get that. Oh, now it's unlocked. So hopefully that will help. Yep, brought it up to 6. It does. I mean, the game looks good, but I think that it's just like weirdly cumbersome in certain ways. Like, you have so much to do, and a lot of this stuff costs a lot, you know, and you have to make huge sacrifices in between. You can see, like I said, my population's, it's not even just that it's not growing, it's that there's so many criminals. There's so many so many criminals that they can't even keep up with that. And it's like, yeah, you have to spread more people into that. I've got most, if not all, of the services unlocked here. And I'm working on each one getting like a higher upgrade. But you can see I need tons of cut stone. And the only way I can do that is I got these negative 420 laborers. It's like just hellish. And everything costs cut stone. been trying to upgrade everything to max though. So like this is a max level service. Max everything. So hopefully because of that, their markets, you know, services should be like pretty high. You know, 49 is not the best, but I think it's because still some people in the city don't have good access to markets. But I have them in all 3 corners, or 4 corners. So Dingle Peninsula is fully grown. This guy's at 400 already. If we got that, it would bring it up to 473. It's not worth it. We need some other region here. I'd love to send embassy workers out to like do stuff for me, but that's not gonna happen. Not at our level. And we can boost this up to higher tech. Trying to figure out what to do with these people here. We might just have to build like an execution gallows right here just to fucking clear out these idiots. Drury Lane, basically. I think that's what Drury Lane was. Oh, there's only 2 executions for that? Give me like at least 4, I guess. There's no real spectacle to this. It's just kill. We need them all dead. And in fact, can I edit this to make it larger? No, I can't. Sorry, I have to kill them, but matter of fact. There we go. And then we need to keep sure that these aren't full. 48, 45. Diddy Island. This is what this is right here. Where all the people go to get locked up. Last place you want to be on this planet. 32 people. I thought it would be better there, but it's not. So they're just gonna get hung in lines. They're just looking at each other as they get hung. That's pretty spooky. I'd give that credit as very spooky. We want to see some rolls. Let's get rid of this. And then we build another. Can I not copy the... I guess shift click doesn't work on those buildings. We build this over here. That way these guys... Why is my shift click not? There we go. I want to make sure that they're getting incarcerated and processed in due time. Okay, it just didn't even copy the cord there. Oh, it's the technology for the room has been locked. What? How did when? Alright, well, whatever. We're gonna take this back. That's crazy. Can't have shit. Songs of Syx. Can't have fucking shit. Songs of Syx. Oh, you wanted to have... Oh, you wanted to have a fucking little... Yeah, no, you can't have nothing. Fuck you, buddy. Alright, can I have my fucking quartz back, please? No wonder why it wouldn't let me copy it. This fucked up. Have these criminals being processed up here. And then we'll get a good janitor. We need the one that's... This one here is not the one I want, but he's got... This guy, yeah. Go. I need to make sure these guys are working here. Priority. God forbid, I don't know what this administration's doing, but it's probably gonna fuck my city up if I don't have it sorted. And that's a lot of fucking people getting locked up. Jesus. Nah, Diddy Island's actually like a nice place to be, I feel like, right now. Look at this. You can get all the news, all the latest gossips, right here on Diddy Island. Why is that not working? I'm setting hotspot. I guess you just aren't allowed anymore. Or I don't know how. So we've got 5 potential courts going to be running. Assuming they can process these clients fast enough. Should start to see some good returns. Oh, we're out of fucking paper, that's why. What happened here? Do that, and hopefully that will cover the difference. Why does it take so long? I just don't want a bug person to move in. There we go. That's a decent amount of leather coming in now, so we could potentially drop that down, and one of these could get activated with leather. Let's see if that'll be good. We just want a surplus. There we go. Now let's see, our law is getting up there. Current rate, 89% processed. So let's check their environment. I think they like the government to say, yeah, judgment, 89%. We're not getting enough of those, though. It should be about a quarter of each here, and then the rest that. Just so that we can say we did it. Unavailable paper. Oh no, that's not good. Sorry about that. I meant to turn that fucking... That was right in the mic too. Sorry about that one. Right as my cat distracted me too. He knew it was food time. It's not set for food actually. It was set so that I had a phone call ready. How are we doing? What was it that we just needed to boost? Paper making. That would imply that we had more paper makers. It's very good land right there to put something. Good question, Synthenos. Welcome back. How are you doing? When you're building a building, so let's say you want to build a large logistics warehouse, depending on the size, everything past 8 times is going to need a bit of a wall in the middle. So you could do that and just shift click when you're drawing it, and you can see that it's got this little green, and you can draw in walls. Just make sure that these are yellow or blue. I find that about every, 3 or 5, depending on the width. So if the building was longer, it will take, thicker beams, but you can do things like this and kind of get away. But you see how it opens up a little bit more there. So you have to do like that, stuff like that. But as long as you shift click, you can draw like you are drawing the walls like this. But if you shift click, it will take away some of the space that's inside. Hopefully that answered your question. Yeah, no, none of the stuff that is actually vital is probably gone over in the tutorial. Especially building with structures, which is in here. You can use this tool to like actually build structures. So this will be all walls. So I could build my own little custom walls. This would be a doorway, which I thought was, it's a ceiling, but it's actually doorways. So you can build like, this is a small little room, 5x6, and then you paste the walls around it. That's how I built this space. Interior with, walls and stuff. So my cats just did something they shouldn't be doing. I gotta turn my light on. What menu is structures under? It is under this middle menu with the little construct right here. Cats are getting anxious. They're hungry. Of course, I always like answering questions. It's better than getting people fucking being bots in my chat. Trying to sell me AI artwork. I think this is probably going to be a good point. I know some people just joined me, like Synthanos, I'm sorry, but I've just been having the most brutal of migraines since the start of this one. So, call it at 2 hours today. This is a good point, though. I wanted to, like, update and show people the city. I'm going to probably keep doing this style of, like, building up off stream, coming back, playing for a little while, showing people what I did. I'd like to get this city done. I know I said I was going to get to 4,000 today, but that's just not going to happen. But, irregardless, I appreciate everybody who watches now or in the future. And I'll see you all in the next one. Tomorrow will probably be also a little later, because I'll be coming home from a different job, or a new job, so... Could be variable, but probably be a later night stream. So I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.